So, there's been a bit of a time skip. War went to the mall, and
It's now 3 years later.
yeah, it's now Darksiders Shapoopin, Boruto's dad. So yeah, I did a bunch of stuff off screen. I found all the abyssal armor pieces, and it automatically equips War with this new
Triggered cutscenes like 4 times.
armor set. And yeah, and then I had to roll back some saves. But yeah, the abyssal armor. This legendary precision crafted armor allows War to sustain much more damage. So you take a lot less damage now, and it doesn't talk about it, but like every other hit that he does, regens some health.
I think it's every hit.
Now, when I was killing stuff before, it was like every other hit was regenerating health, but we'll see how it goes along. I've also gone through and collected almost all of the Armageddon Blade shards. There's one I haven't gotten yet because it's actually locked behind a cutscene, and didn't want to miss that. So there's actually one other cutscene we have to watch that we should probably watch now, or else we kind of sequence break it if we go get the last piece first. So, as we found out, our good buddy Ulthane here was actually kind of part of the conspiracy to start the Armageddon before Armageddon was ready to go. And you can actually come and talk to him, and this little cutscene happens. About like, hey, we know that you were kind of full of shenanigans.
I know the truth.
Oh, cutscene model.
Angels with ambition have always fouled up things for the rest of us.
Abaddon is the destroyer.
We get a little Lucifer connection there.
Impossible.
In Eden, I stood with Azrael before the tree. It showed me the weapon that will stop him.
My forge is yours, horseman.
You have forged it already.
Give me the thing I want.
Armageddon blade.
It's gone.
You can reforge it.
About that.
If I bring you the broken fragments.
But they're scattered.
Carefully placed on anvils.
Yeah, carefully
Make
placed and hidden.
preparations. I will bring them.
Apparently,
So-
the abyssal armor just decides to turn off.
It just would be kind of cool if he like enters a cutscene, like it just retracts off his body, like
It's like the Venom symbiote.
or like in some of the cutscenes in like Dead Space where Isaac has a cutscene where he has to talk, his mask will retract off of his, or his whole helmet retracts off of his head.
Yeah,
what's
this
got-
is the edgier Black War who...
Yeah, this is actually the model that they use when during that sequence when War has to fight himself
Yeah.
before Eden. It's this model, but with like a shadowy, gooey effect over it. So what's actually kind of funny about that little scene is you can somewhat sequence break it where you can walk in there, because after you find all the abyssal pieces, you have to bring them to Ulthane.
Right.
You'll get that cutscene first of War walking out saying like, "Be ready for me," and then you're just there with all the pieces like, "I'm ready now."
Did you turn around?
Oh, by the way, they're all right here.
Yeah.
And
Find me the pieces. Okay, I got to go to the bathroom.
And as you said before, they're not really scattered. They're like, no, carefully placed on specific anvils around the world map. What the fuck you talking about? Hey, Volgrim.
Would you ask of this humble
Serpent Hall.
So yeah, I found all the shards except for this one because it is locked behind a cutscene I almost forgot about, and I had to roll back a save.
But now bosses aren't going to be anything.
There'll be a lot less of something, yeah. I mean, you're not like invincible, but if I remember correctly, you just take less damage.
Well, couple that with the healing.
Kind of goes more with the Shadow Wings now.
Now you just need some crawling in my skin.
Alright. It's not edgelord enough. Fucking pops out like a little
He just puts the mask
Armageddon, yeah. Oh yeah, the Shadowlands, or the Shadow Realm mask. Shadow mask, whatever it's called.
Perfect.
I've actually seen people do that. They'll throw the... Because it actually... You look at his face. It actually goes on his face and you put it on, and they're like, oh, this like completes the look now. And then he has glowy eyes. And
Now he's
flaming
angry.
head effect. Alright, let's do this. Bye, Volgrim. We got stuff to do. Alright, so this piece, we actually encountered this piece like early on in the playthrough. It's like right over here. But oh no!
Oh, hey. Hey.
The armor retracts off.
This is no ambush, horseman. I
Hi,
come
Ariel.
alone.
Or Uriel.
That's still technically an ambush.
I Uriel of the Hellguard, champion of the White City, call you, horsemen, to Nex Sacramentum.
Next Sacramento.
Sacramento. We want to go there
I
for.
lay claim to your life before the Creator. Will you dishonor this law as well?
You don't know what you're talking. Mine's bigger than
Because
yours.
Abaddon said you understood honor, and because he was the best of us.
The death
was.
oath cannot be broken until one falls by the hand of the other.
How fucking comic book is
I
this?
accept.
Right.
You're like near the end and like, oh, now there's death oath.
Death
Plan.
Oaths and Sasuke's and Boruto's dads.
We must now battle.
The only thing that's missing from this is a waterfall and 2 statues.
You underestimate.
You were saying?
No, I estimate you pretty good.
Oh, home run. I wonder if she's like the one that. Did you like set up this barrier in advance too? This angel lady? Oh no, camera, what are you doing?
She had to prepare, man. You can't just... Yeah, just keep doing that spinny shit and stuff while you beat the crap out of you.
It's super effective. Ugh. Line damage.
Watch out, she's using her Bankai.
Fucking Swords of Light. She played her Swords of Light card from Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh no. Wow, okay, that's actually kind of a... I rush to you! Ow? I guess I didn't press the button in time.
That really didn't do anything.
Get away. So this is again kind of a fight that would benefit from a life bar so you can tell when you're making progression.
Right? Or she'll just try to tackle you and give you hugs and stuff.
It's like, how long, like, are we making progress? Like, what's the, there we go, this is the counter. It's not even, now I don't know if that's an effect of the abyssal armor or what, but like, that spinny thing she's doing is not hurting me at all.
It's not supposed to hurt you. It's the thing after the spinny thing she does that hurts you.
Oh shit, okay. Now grapple to her.
You're caught into her Bankai. Watch out.
Nope, I want to do the chart, there we go. That's just not doing anything.
It doesn't. It's a power-up. You're not letting her finish her technique. You're breaking all the rules of shonen anime.
So I'm the Android 17 in this fight.
That's right. Although Hellzone Swords just doesn't have the same ring to it, so...
Come on, Ariel. What are we doing here?
Just give up. I'm gonna beat you with this next Sacramento
What?
thing, alright?
Do I have to like counter you like 3 times or something? It's going on way longer than it should be. What's going on here, game?
Just fucking Wrathform. Just do it.
I keep forgetting I have that.
Use your Bankai!
Alright, fucking...
Well, after-
Bankai!
I was gonna say after she's done with hers, but...
Oh, there we go. Oh! I thought he was gonna slap her.
Kinda did.
With his, well, this was like his knuckles. It wasn't open-handed. Oh, god damn. Okay, that was open-handed.
Yes, yes. What are you waiting for? Harvest this wench. Don't you dare walk away from me.
We're doing this again.
Next sacramentum is mine. I decide when the angel dies, not you.
You swore an oath to me.
Abaddon is the
camera cut.
destroyer.
Oh, we're getting super
To
comic booky up
protect
in here.
you, he kept you from the truth. You pledged to follow your lord into hell, never knowing what awaited you, or what he would become.
This is probably one of the coolest cutscenes in the game right
He
here.
was
Yeah, it's not too
betrayed
bad.
and became the enemy of all creation. I've been to the tree. Its gift was truth, and I share it with you now. Remember the death oath. Soon it must be fulfilled.
Yep. I remember that part. War actually has a plan right now. Hey, I'm Big Monster Meanie Man. Still.
Bankai has it right out here. He's learning. You can do it, brother.
Yeah. Impossible! You blocked it!
Uh-oh.
And the last of the shards.
That's it. The last piece of that accursed blade. Now, get back to Ulthane and finish this business.
Off we go. Bring the Armageddon blade pieces back to Ulthane.
Okay, fine.
Fine. God.
I'm not doing it because I want to.
No. I'm doing it because it was my choice, not because you told me to.
Yeah.
Fulgrim! We got taxi service. Let's do this. Ooh, this is a little different.
Yeah, this is the stair-step course of your
I think it's kind of
ethereal treadmill.
What's kind of cool about these is they're not always the exact same one, depending on where you're going. I think they have like a pool of these that probably picks from whenever you're going from place to place.
Yeah.
It's just like when you go like to the tower or Eden. I think those ones are specific because like they're all red and have different points of paths and all that.
Red, evil, and dark.
Very fiery and hot. Bye, Fulgrim.
That's why he takes so long to come back, you know. You just walk away from him.
Oh.
I would too.
And then he gets a little hurt and he's like, fuck that guy.
Yeah, it's like, fuck him. If he's not gonna at least say hi.
He was never the same after he put on the abyssal armor. He used to like stay and chat and...
He was too... He became so edgy.
Oh, do I have some,
Have some of what?
I have one.
You also have a
relic.
bunch of souls from beating the shit out of, like, Dapper Zombie Bro.
Yeah, maybe I have to go through a wormhole again to go back to Azrael. So maybe I'll check if I can buy any upgrades. I think I've got pretty much all the ones that count at this point. Ulthane, buddy, how's it going?
To see you again, horseman.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's nice of you to say.
So I got a job for you.
So all those identical shards became this.
My greatest work.
Until now.
So it'll be his greatest work again?
Yeah, just because it was broken and he reforges it doesn't mean it wasn't his greatest work.
Look how Lord of the Rings this part is.
It's almost pulled strictly from, like, Lord of the Rings.
Well, no, it's like just like the music in the background and odd close-ups and slow-mos.
You could just overlay fucking Elrond talking about...
They should just like
Shark
splicing a
Snarkle.
clip here, like just Frodo like walking through Rivendell.
reforge the blade that was broken.
Yeah, and just smush it back together. This is kind of cool, like the world reacting, I guess, as the blades being put back
Everyone's
together.
getting ready. The kingless shall become king.
Return of the war. Return of the horseman. That is a pretty fucking cool sword, though.
Kind of wish in New Game Plus you could keep the Armageddon blade as like at least a lookable weapon.
Attack the tower that supposedly we could have attacked this entire time.
Yeah, it's just up there.
And they're all, oh yeah, by the way, he's a dragon. Dragons versus angels. Place your bets.
Dragon. Okay, now you have to go through the 35 episode training arc of mastering the power of the Armageddon blade.
And there it is, man. Yeah. I guess you could almost call this like the equivalent of getting the Master Sword, but you don't get till the end of the game. The Armageddon Blade.
Does it have a wider arc than the Chaos Eater did? Or is it more or less the same size?
I think it's just the same size. Powerful enough to slay the Destroyer. Got more to say to me, buddy?
Good to see you again, horseman.
I guess not.
Good to see you again, horseman.
You keep hitting that one sword, man.
Good to see you again, horseman.
It's more like just a big piece of metal. Oh, all right, off we go. I guess he made peace with the fact that we
Yeah,
might
he's
have
like, yeah, I made it. So what? You want to fight about it?
we might have to come back and murder the shit out of him after the end game's over. I don't know. It's not really. Well, maybe we'll find out in 3.
What happens to Ulthane?
Yeah, because he shows up. But from also what we've seen, it looks like at least the part that we saw takes place during War's imprisonment. So maybe we'll have another like prequel happening as this game happens, like they did in 2.
An in-betweener, where that one starts right as War's
Because
imprisonment starts.
2 starts like actually before this,
Right.
and then this starts happening along 2, and then actually 2 ends in the same place that this ends. That we'll see here in a little bit. God, that's a cool sword. It's a really cool sword. Cool armor, cool sword, cool shooting my chains. Hey, Volgrim. Let's see if you got any goodies for me before we head off to war. Trade in my artifact that I found.
As wise as you are powerful.
Buy that. They're probably full now.
Is there more sword stuff you have to buy?
I can buy Devil's Cross, which is my counter. I bought the scythe. It's not really anything cool about that.
There's a lot of things cool about that. It's a goddamn scythe.
It's not the harbor. That's not the harbor.
Well, you're the, one
harvester.
who doesn't want to buy the harvester.
I
but
can't. It's too expensive now. It should have been free.
I don't disagree with you.
You super disagree with me, obviously. Scorch wars enemies with a barrier of smoldering hellfire. Plague enemies. Sure, I'll buy that.
Too hard a bargain, friend.
I don't know if I'll ever use it, but sure, I'll buy it. Alright, let's do this, buddy.
Time to fight the dragon.
Time to get back to Leviathan's Drift and talk to our good friend, Azrael. Run through the wormhole, or serpent hole. Run and jump. Jump and run.
Run and jump. Jump and shoot.
Jump and shoot. Oh, jump and shoot. Jump and shoot, man. Actually, jump and shoot would be
That's a bang bang gun go shoot.
that's a map. We don't want the map. We want the bang bang shoot 'em guns. I don't think I'll be using the crossblade during this fight, so.
I do like that they made Death's gun. a
What?
lot strong. The gun that Death gets is actually is stronger than War's.
It is?
Yeah, but it has ammunition.
Oh, alright. Bye, Volgrim. Jump and shoot, man.
Because you got to jump and shoot.
Jump and shoot, man. Alright, Ruin, let's do this.
I can't wait till we play a Strife if we get a 4th Darksiders that we get to play a Strife.
Yeah, we'll have to find out what the hell's going on with him. Get you back, cause
Do like some gun kata stuff. Because apparently he's just a gunslinger. That's what he is.
yeah. He's the gunman.
Are you ready? We wouldn't want to keep Abaddon waiting.
We're going, like, right. Alright.
What is he going to do if we keep him waiting? Fuck that guy.
Got a final save, because it's final save time.
But you're not rotating.
Oh, too late. Video don't corrupt, because that would suck. There'd be a lot of backtracking. Oh, there we go. Whoosh.
Mega jump. Maximum over jump.
The Invisibridge.
So if you were to unequip the mask right now, you would fall.
I think I fall to my death, yeah.
Well, no, not your death, your ouch.
Yeah, fall to my ouchies.
Ah!
Hey, buddy.
Ah!
It's Abaddon.
We know.
Uriel has led the Hellguard against him.
We've known it was him for a
It
little
is
while.
as you foretold. The Hellguard will fall.
Well, yeah.
Angel of Death, serve me one last time.
Charge! So what's kind of interesting about that is we don't know exactly what happened to Azrael. Like, did War kill him and then he got sent, or did he just send him and he's gonna be dealt with afterwards? Like,
I'm gonna go with number 2.
That's literally like we don't see him for the rest of the game now.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, you're
Nice.
Mistook me for.
It's nice to know that Deathwing found work after Cataclysm.
Yeah.
And I believe that he loved her.
I mean, if there was a deal where if I served Hell or ruled Hell and I could become a sick-ass dragon, I give it serious consideration.
Yeah, you're like, okay, hold on. So Eternal Damnation, I'm your puppet for whatever,
Yeah,
but I'm a badass dragon.
but I'm a sick-ass dragon, right?
God damn, that's a hard bargain.
Hates you.
And you just turn to the angel like, what do you guys got?
Yeah,
Cares not.
we have cookies.
Or die.
God, this choice!
Like a great sword, I will raise.
Will I get all the cookies I want, or do I have to share?
Shatter.
This is heaven. It's all the cookies you want.
But you have to share all the cookies too.
Well, it's infinite cookies, so sharing the cookies doesn't really matter.
But it's still, you have to share.
Or serve the
Because every cookie that you shared, it was always the cookie that you wanted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Creator. Banions is most faithful.
Or a badass dragon.
Choice, horseman.
Come on, what's your proposal?
Serve in heaven. Or rule in hell.
Well, how now they actually make right here. You're gonna see it about how he actually can't see out of that eye because Ariel wakes up.
I choose what once a coward did not.
Time to fight. Also, her wings were magically gone if you hadn't noticed,
Yeah,
and they'll magically be back here in a little bit.
they're robot wings, man. They'll grow back.
Abaddon. So another fight we get to use Ruin.
Also, Deathwing's been working out. He's not. He's lost some weight.
He slimmed down, yeah.
I think he looked back on his weird kind of tentacle monster phase. It's just like, you know, that's not me.
Well, after that whole thing, that's how he lost the weight. Wait, attack you. I actually forget how this fight goes. Ow.
Well, whatever you're doing, it's not working. Obviously, those bullets do nothing.
The bullets, they do nothing. Ow. Alright, let's... Cat and mouse, what we're doing.
There you go. Now go beat him up. Beat up.
Oh, it's so shaky. Oh, all the crazy shake action. Run. Horse up. What are you doing, Ruin?
He's being a badass, awesome death horse, man.
Gotcha. Now, this road does have some oomph to it. Ow, 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 ow.
Meanwhile, in local news, tsunamis are being reported all over the world as earthquakes shake the very foundations of our planet.
He's doing skydives. Come here, you. Gotcha. I just hit him once and he goes down.
Wow, is the destroyer really being just a little bitch?
Power of the Armageddon blade combined
Oh,
with...
Bonkai. Your Bonkai is...
Ah, shit. Pressed the wrong button. Ruin!
Now, can you just stand there and, like, fucking take a swing at him if he runs at you?
No, I think his,
Or
claw...
is it like you have to be on the side that's not all fiery and mean?
Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going, buddy? Why are you running? Oh. My sword didn't work for some reason. Alright, bro.
It's because you didn't complete the training. But you had to go because your Nakama were in trouble.
Yes, I must save my Nakama. Ah, fuck. Wrong arc. Go down. There you go. Tumble, buddy. No, for a dragon with some big old cool wings, you sure are running a lot.
That's right.
Horsey horse.
It's like you only fly away to throw yourself back at the ground.
Oh, damn it.
Like, that is not an effective method of fighting.
Whoa! Ruin! There you go. See, this fight is actually way cooler than the fucking Stygian.
Yeah. Well, the Stygian's like a one-hit kill.
Get out of there. God damn, that's like hard to dodge.
I think you need to dash right before it comes down.
Dash. Jump or something. Come on. Can't jump on Ruin. Dash away. There we go. Gotcha. Gotcha,
Hit your
buddy.
dumbass in the face.
Hey, speaking of faces. Oh, you're having a bad day, aren't you? Once again, game, a life meter would be pretty flippin' cool right about now.
Or actual phase transitions that we know we're doing something.
Alright.
He's jumping again. He's learning.
Get him. Ah, swipe. Go, Ruin. The horseman rides.
Just use your fucking super mode. Not this time, because he's gonna get up now. Next time. Catch it, next time. He's flying away again.
Oh, Ruin.
Or like, have him like flash red or something, you know?
Like all bosses do.
Yeah.
Where's the big shiny spot on the boss I'm supposed to be attacking?
Instead, we get to, you know, we have to
Damn.
do the same cycle of run away, let him fucking face plant.
Oh, dirt. I face planted that time. Hey, he must have heard us. He's actually like using his wings now. Damn it.
He's self-conscious about it.
Come here, buddy. Come here. Oh, there we go. Huh? What? Oh, here's the part of the fight you rip off the back of his armor. You got to attack the tentacles on the ads and all that.
That's right. And make sure you stay in the middle,
Ugh.
because if you don't,
Oh, I got health from that. That's cool. It gives me health for the transition.
if you don't stay in the middle, he'll roll and then we wipe. Okay, now the real fight begins.
Now it's phase 2. Whee! Yes, there was another floor down there. Hey, now he's Red Abaddon with his fucking Sephiroth sword. What do you know? What do you got? Oh, yeah, his big
His
chargy slash.
it shall be our Bankai is the clash.
Oh, he jumped and dodged.
More like jump and dodge, man.
Jump and dodge, man. That's the one of the robot masters of jump and shoot, man. Is jump and dodge, man. Oh, sick sword caught us.
Abaddon
Fuck
sword
you.
is pretty fucking cool, though. Not gonna lie.
Bang, 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 bang. Hey, what are you doing?
He's using his secret technique.
What
Watch
are you
out.
doing? Whoops. All right. I'm just eating all of them to the face. Doesn't
Good
really,
job.
Doesn't really matter, but oh well. Hey,
Is there anything you can actually do to knock those back at him?
I don't know. If he does it again, I'll try. Unfortunately, this isn't like Metal Gear Rising where you just slice the giant blocks that get thrown at you during the last boss fight.
Every game should do that.
Every game. Oh no. Something in my eye.
It's all part of Abaddon's plan.
Clash sword got awesome kata. No. Eat it. Oh, War, where's the follow through?
Oh, he's doing it again.
Doing it again. Come on, come on, come on. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? And back up. Dodge it. Dodge it.
Ha!
Even though the camera's behind pillars and that's not fair.
You missed all 3 times.
Aha! Oh, no. Sorry, folks. I didn't mean to press that button. We're at the end. We're finishing this fucking shit.
We're going till the finish.
No! Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
Oh, he's teleporting.
Actually, you kind of did your own deal there, dude.
Use your chaos form.
Logan, it was gonna be a surprise, but kind of cool if Chaos Form here, like a cool. Oh, he just said fuck that.
Oh, he just fucking yeah.
He just
he's
knocked
like,
me out of it.
Fuck your chaos form, motherfucker. That'd be cool if like the chaos form thing changed,
Yeah, I was gonna say it'd be kind of cool if it got changed when I had the abyssal armor.
or instead of like you actually turning, it just like the Armageddon blade just turns, like it becomes big and all fiery and shit.
Oh, Smet. Oh, here's
Fuck
Luke,
sword.
Luke Skywalker.
Fuck
This
face.
shit. You're all red and fucked up.
You have taught me something, Abaddon.
Yay!
Sometimes duty
The final
cast
challenge?
aside to do what must be done. It
These are
is
some nice wings.
duty that I kill you.
Now they're mine.
Did you hear Cain refuse the sacrifice?
You call this easy? Oh, it hurts. Dirt.
Uriel.
Kind of,
Reap what you have sown, betrayer.
yeah, you kind of burned that bridge to the. Oh dear. The final seal with the 4 horsemen. It's kind of weird how he grabs it with his thumb sticking out like that. It always kind of bothered me for some reason.
You had to know it was a one-way ticket.
Actually, he does.
Counsel.
They knew you'd never play executioner because of your precious honor. They let you take the fall. They knew you'd butcher everyone involved to clear your name. And you did.
Out of the way.
Patience, whore.
My dear, the adults are talking.
She's an angel, sir. She's not a whore.
I'll take that. If it were to get broken, you might get ideas. Like not going back in your little cage. It's tragic, really. You had freedom in the palm of your hand, and you lost it. What's so damn funny? Even you wouldn't laugh at your own funeral.
I'm laughing at yours.
Oh dear.
Next sacramentum. The death oath is complete.
Wouldn't that be kind of dishonorable because actually he beat her, so her life should be his? Oh, whatever.
Hell, God, bitch! What did you do?
She broke the seal, which has.
I need some super glue.
hurry! Hurry!
Come
oh,
on, fast.
He's waking up.
I'm going to pull your.
Well, I think she knows that this is probably going to cost her her life. So,
Nope. About that.
sup?
Keep getting up. I'll just kill you again.
Well, unfortunately,
I was just following orders, like you.
oh no, poor Mark Hamill
What are you going to do?
never catches a break.
Fight the council? Fight everyone?
Well, actually, no. According to the lore, is super something he could do right now since the seal's been broken.
Yeah. Now that all the seals are broken, he's at his 100%
All,
power.
yeah, the horsemen are all at their apex. Yep.
Don't forget who holds the leash.
Oh, he doesn't. He hasn't forgotten.
BT Dubs, the leash got broken.
Forgotten.
Oh yeah.
Fatality. War wins.
He enjoyed that probably more than he should have.
You knew what would happen here, what I would do.
Sure
That's
did.
why you spared me.
Yep.
Oh,
Then why?
it's more of a
Because I would not have the last of
multiple
heaven's
entendre
order
thing.
die with its champion.
Besides, you're hot, and I know you're totally into me.
Eventually, yeah.
The duty I uphold. It may call me to raise my sword against you. And if that day comes, I won't hesitate.
Throw down anytime you want.
Yeah.
You will be
Bring it.
hunted.
Oh, this is the best.
White City for certain. The council and there will be others. You would wage this war alone?
No. not alone.
Here they are.
Yeah. Now, back when this first came out and I saw that, I was so pissed.
That was the
I was like, it ends there? What?
It was a pretty hype moment, though.
And then, like, no, now that we're here and we have 2 and 3's on the way, yeah, that's...
Yeah.
It's also kind of cool is that seems to be the point where a lot... Well, I should say all these games, because that's where... this is, of course, is where 1 ended, is at that point. 2 ends at that point as well. So it'd be kind of cool to see if that's where 3 is going to go also, because as we saw, like, with the reveal trailer, 3, as I mentioned before, seems to be taking place... Again, before 1 starts, because War's all chained up and all that.
Right.
And we'll see if it keeps going.
Well,
past.
before 1 starts or after 1 starts?
Before. Because in the reveal trailers, War's still all chained up. He hasn't been set out to do his mission yet.
Well, no, because 1 starts... So, this one started where he goes to Earth during the apocalypse, because the 7th seal was quote-unquote broken.
Well, the 7th seal wasn't... Well, technically, he was sent by the Council...
Right.
And the way the seals work is when all the seals are broken, the final 7th seal is what actually summons the 4 horsemen. And they kind of go over this more in 2. When that seal is broken, all 4 of them are summoned, and they get, like, godly power. Like, they're virtually unstoppable.
I know about that, but...
But what happened in here is, since technically, and we saw in the cutscene when War went to the Tree of Knowledge, the Council knew that something was weird when the seals were broken, except for the final seal, and then Hell's armies were amassing because of it. But as you saw, also they talked about the seals were then all. Oh, Troy Baker is Abaddon. Okay. All the seals were reforged afterwards, so they had no proof that wrong had been done, and they said no, with no proof there can be no justice. So, like, as a plan, they only sent War to when Armageddon began, and they kind of orchestrated a little bit that he would be the scapegoat, and then they could use that as, okay, now you have to go prove your...
Well, right, but, like, there's that 500-year swath.
It's 100 years.
Is it 100? I thought it was 5.
No, it's 100.
Whatever. There's a big swath of time between the end of the intro stage.
Yeah.
Because that's actually when the game starts. Then...
Right,
that supersedes everything.
Right, but the thing is like in 2, basically begins after that, after the intro stage.
Right.
Death goes out because he heard what happened, and he goes out to prove...
He's like, nah, dude, fuck that. That's not War.
Yeah, he goes out to prove War's innocence, but we kind of find out his journey didn't really matter in the end because War's able to do it himself.
Right.
But it ends in a very similar spot like that as well. And then same thing with 3, what we saw like in the reveal trailer, where the Charred Council call Fury, and War's all chained up, so it's probably in that intermediary, like 100 years, where he hasn't gone out yet, so it would have begun before the actual main game starts.
Right.
And we'll see if that does the same thing that 2 did, where, again, it starts before this begins.
It ends around
But
the same
then,
time.
as you play through 2, you see War has actually been released, and he's doing his whole thing now as well, on Earth.
So it goes from being prove
It's like
War
prequel, yeah.
to redeem the souls of humanity or something.
Well, that's something that just happens along the way, because you find out more about their race as the Nephilim, and how the Nephilim are the race that the 4 horsemen came from. They were a race that were made by the dust of angels and demons alike, and they were supposed to be the great race that Lucifer was going to use for the end war. Unfortunately, the Council then struck their deal with the 4 horsemen, or the 4, they made them the 4 horsemen, and granted them, like, I think they're the first act that I'm aware of in the lore, as like when they're at full power, is to wipe out the Nephilim. And then that happens.
Yeah.
And then the seals are made, and then what I think, like, it's cool, like whenever the last seal is broken, regardless, is just the way that the magic is, you could say is set up. They all just, wherever they are, they all get summoned at full power, because
even if they die.
Yeah, we saw War dies, or War died. She stabbed him with the blade. He was dead. And then the seal is broken. The magic brings him back to life at full. And then we see a similar thing with at the end of 2 with Death.
He sacrifices himself to resurrect
part of,
humanity.
Yeah, as the sacrifice to bring back humanity. And even though he was dead, the seal was broken. He gets summoned with, and I think the game ends like the number of horsemen will always be 4. And so again, it'll be interesting to see where 3 goes. And These credits are nothing to see here.
Yep.
Oh,
and that's that.
that's
back
the game
to title
start.
screen.
And let's see at the options there. So this game sadly doesn't have much in New Game Plus except for. Let's see if I hit cancel. I know that the one thing, I'm not going to redo the whole sequence, but the closest thing this game has to New Game Plus is if you've collected the Abyssal Armor,
You start
with the Abyssal Armor,
yeah.
but sadly you don't get to carry over the Armageddon Blade. You have to find that thing all over again.
You can play it at a harder difficulty, though, right?
Uh,
Or is it still like all other Zeldas, it's
Oh,
a
no,
standard
it's-
difficulty across?
if I do this, let's see what happens. I think it might just start me at the same... Because was there a difficulty choice at the beginning? I don't remember
I
anymore.
don't think there was.
Or can drag certain freestanding objects found within the environment. Press hold. And all
Like
that.
God of War.
Oh, it brings me back here. Like
You
back
probably
to
actually have to select
the, back
the
to
new
the final
game option.
battle. So I probably have to.
Anyways,
Just out of hold on, folks. Just out of curiosity. Start game. And new game. Create a new game. Overwrite the existing. Oh, so whatever. Yeah, whatever. That's Darksiders, everybody.
Yep. be prepared for number 2.
Yeah, it might not be right away because we're trying to make time for other stuff, but we'll because 2 is like a whole other beast compared to this game.
It could be longer. It could be shorter.
It's definitely longer than this because this game is very linear, like classic Zelda games are. 2 was more open world, like has side quests and all that. So, but we'll see. We'll definitely think about approaching it. So,
Yep.
yeah, thanks everybody for joining us.
See you later.
See you next time.